From beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, the sports and gaming capital of the United States of America. And you're listening to this program right here at 9:10 a.m. WBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. And, well, we weren't here last week. We got snowed out. Snowed out. First time ever. Been rained out, been powered out, been this out, that out, hurricaned out, but never been snowed out from doing a program. But that's what happened last week. We got snowed out. So there was no show. And it's too bad because I went 7-0, man. I tell you, I had the greatest week of my life. 7-0, and every pick won by 20 points. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely, positively unbelievable, brother. It was unbelievable. Nah, I didn't do that. Nah, I broke about even for the week. You didn't miss out on nothing. I can honestly say nobody missed out on anything. Nah, if you did miss out on something, you got nobody to blame but yourself. Because all you had to do was go to my Facebook page, and I had a bunch of pics posted right there. I had a bunch of pics posted right there. And, look, it's real easy. Just send me a friend request, Dave Scandaliato, DAVESCANDALIATO, and I'll accept it. And that way, man, look, in case something happens, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I put a lot of pics up there besides the ones I do on a radio show. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. I lost last night with the stinking Indianapolis Colts. I mean, they got this Trevor Siemian in the game for Denver. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't going to do nothing. Next thing you know, he gets knocked out of the game. And the Osweiler guy comes in, and, of course, last night, that's the night he decides he's going to play. That hurt last night. That one stung last night. And, it's so hard to watch. You're winning the whole game. Next thing you know, you're down 9. Lo and behold, Denver's got it, 3rd and 20 on their own 10-yard line. They run the ball up the middle. Guy gets 2 yards, personal foul, face mask, 15-yard penalty, first down. I mean, you know what? What a joke. What a joke. They ought to get rid of the automatic first down. Well, what's the thing with this automatic first down? It's 3rd and 25. And a guy tugs on his jersey 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. They call holding on the play and give you automatic first down. To me, that's stupid. To me, that's dumb. That makes the game tough to watch. When you see the referees just gift a first down to the other team, just give it to them. Just give it to them. I think they ought to be able to challenge penalties. In the CFL, the Canadian Football League, you can challenge a penalty. Keeps these referees from being crooked. And believe me, they got a lot of crooked refs out there. I've never met a referee that didn't gamble. Never. And I know a lot of them. I know a lot of referees, man. I know a lot of officials out there. Every one of them likes action. Every one of them likes to bet. Every single one of them likes to bet. I'm not saying they're dishonest. I'm not saying that they cheat. But, look, man, if anybody that thinks Tim Donaghy was the only guy, the only referee, the only umpire to ever fix games, I mean, you're naive. You're naive. You're living in fantasy land. You're living in absolute fantasy land. So, look, I know a lot of people that gamble. I know a lot of people that like to gamble. And, the temptation's tough, man. The temptation's tough not to kind of do a little foogabooing. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, you got the flag right there. All you got to do is throw it out and boom. Boom. All you got to do is throw it out and there it is. There it is, the penalty. The penalty. That's all you got to do. All right, let's see something here. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. Because like I said, we weren't on the air last week. Remember, we're on the air every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. Right here at 9:10 a.m. WBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. Every Friday. We're going to be on next Friday, the Friday before Christmas. Christmas is on a Monday. That kind of screws everybody up. Because you got to kind of work the whole week before Christmas. And then what are you going to do? You're going to take off the whole week after Christmas? I mean, Christmas is on a Monday. I don't know. I mean, it's tricky. If you go to church, you got to go twice. You got to go 2 times if you're going to church. You got to go for Sunday, and you got to go for Christmas Day. You just can't go on Sunday to cover Sunday and then say I went to the Christmas Eve vigil also. You got to go to Mass twice. You either got to go on Saturday for Sunday and then Sunday for Christmas, or you got to go on Sunday for Sunday and Monday for Christmas. Don't shoot the messenger, Cap. I didn't make the rules, man. I didn't make the rules by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the rules. But all right, let's see. I got the odds here to win the Final Four in college football. Before I read them out, though, to everybody, as well as get ready to start giving out the picks for this week, just a quick reminder that the following information that we discussed today on the program is for news material only and is not intended to violate any state, federal, or local laws. All right, the Alabama Crimson Tide, they're the favorite. They're the favorite to win the Final Four. They're the favorite to win it all. Alabama, the Crimson Tide. They're favored to win the whole thing. And right now, Alabama is a 3-point favorite. Alabama's a 3-point favorite right now over the Clemson Tigers. They opened a 1-point underdog. They opened up -1. They opened a 1-point underdog. They opened up +1. Clemson was -1. So we've had a 4-point movement on the side. The total opened 47, and it's right at 47. It hasn't moved. Opened 47 and is holding steady at 47. The odds to win the thing, Alabama is 9-5. They're the favorite. Clemson is 2.5 to 1. And Oklahoma and Georgia are both 3.5 to 1. According to the odds makers, Alabama should have been the number 1 seed, Clemson the number 2 seed, Georgia the 3 seed, Oklahoma the 4 seed, or Oklahoma the 4 seed, Oklahoma the 3 seed, Georgia the 4 seed. But the committee couldn't have did that. The committee had to make Alabama number 4, and they had to make Clemson number 1. But it is kind of funny how it all works out. But I'd much rather see the rematch of Alabama-Clemson Part 3. No doubt about it. I mean, the last 2 times that they played in the championship game, they were both classics. I mean, at Deshaun Watson, anybody wonder why he's not too bad in the NFL? Of course, he's hurt right now. All you got to do is watch him in them games against Alabama. Because Alabama wasn't doing nothing, giving up nothing. I mean, you couldn't do nothing on Alabama. And this guy, he went nuts, man. This guy, Deshaun Watson, he went bananas, man. This guy was good. So I would definitely rather see the rematch of Alabama and Clemson than see a rematch of Clemson and Ohio State. Remember, Clemson beat Ohio State last year 31-0. I had Ohio State in that game. I kind of figured Clemson had lost the year before in the championship game, and they were back this year, but they were playing Ohio State, and Urban Meyer has the 3 championships, and Dabo Swinney had never won anything, and I just thought it was a great spot for Ohio State and all of that, and I couldn't have been more wrong. I couldn't have been more wrong. I could not have been more wrong as the Clemson Tigers shut out the Ohio State Buckeyes 31-0 last year. One of my worst picks ever. One of the worst picks the MeatMan has ever made in his entire life. Now, obviously, they're not going to play this game for another 16 days. So we're not going to pick this game today. We're not gonna do this today. We're not gonna pick this game today. We're not gonna pick any of these games today. We're not picking Alabama, Clemson. We're not gonna pick Georgia, Oklahoma. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. But it is interesting that Alabama's now a 3-point favorite. I mean, it's the team. You know, who are you gonna put in? Who was gonna be the number 4 spot? I mean, obviously the committee got it right. Because if you're favored over Clemson, that's pretty good. I mean, just the fact that they're favored over Clemson lets you know what the odds makers, the gamblers, the people with the money think about Alabama. I mean, it would have been hard to believe you would leave Alabama out of the Final Four, knowing Alabama would have been favored over every team in the Final Four. So the committee got it right. Whether you like it or not, whether you like Alabama or not, whether you think Alabama feels like they're entitled to be in the Final Four year after year after year, the bottom line is the committee got it right. Alabama's the favorite. We're going to see what happens. All right, let's see. Let me give you the first pick for the program here today. We're going to go to the National Football League on Saturday. You got the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs right now at the bookmaker, which is where the line originates. The Los Angeles Chargers are a 1-point road favorite. The over-under total is 46.5. The game opened, the Kansas City Chiefs a 1-point favorite. So it went from a 1-point favorite to a picket to the Los Angeles Chargers being -1. The total went from 46 to 46.5. I love Kansas City. I mean, love. Absolutely love. There's no other word to describe it. I just absolutely love the Kansas City Chiefs. They've beaten the Los Angeles Chargers 7 straight times. 7 straight times. They've beaten these guys. 24-10, 37-27, 33-27, 10-3, 33-3, 19-7, 23-20. High-scoring game, low-scoring game, blowout, you name it, some kind of way. The Kansas City Chiefs have managed to beat the Chargers 7 straight times. Both teams coming to this game 7-6 straight up and 7-6 against the spread. Now, I know the Chargers are playing good football. But, I mean, come on, man. At home against Buffalo. This is their 4-game winning streak. At home against Buffalo. Buffalo benched their starting quarterback. They put in a rookie. He throws like 6 interceptions in the first half. In the first half. San Diego wins 54-24. Then they win at Dallas, 28-6. That was during that 3-game losing streak where Dallas scored 6, 7, and 9 points. They'd scored a total of like 20 points in 3 games. And then the Chargers win at home 19-10 against the Cleveland Browns. And then win at home last week against the Washington Redskins 30-13. I'm not impressed with that. I got news for you. I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with that. That's the bottom line. I'm not impressed. It is what it is. Now, Kansas City, they won their last game, but before that, they had lost 4 in a row, and they had lost 6 out of 7. But most of those games were on the road. Of course, they did lose twice at home to Pittsburgh and Buffalo. I just don't see how you give the Kansas City Chiefs points here, man. I'm sorry. I mean, look, I know Kansas City's been playing like garbage. I got that figured out. I got that figured out. But, I mean, you got to do a little bit more than beat the Redskins, the Browns, the Cowboys, and the Bills for the MeatMan to jump on the bandwagon and all that. I'm going to tell you, I like the team that's won 7 straight against the other team. That's what I like. I like the fact that all I got to do is win the game outright. I don't have to worry about covering any points, whether it's a pick or +1. All I got to do is win the game outright, and I'm going to get the money. Look, I understand. It appears that the Los Angeles Chargers are playing some pretty good football right now, but I'm not going to buy into it. I'm not going to buy into it. That 4-game winning streak, like I said, all against teams that if the playoffs started today, I guess Buffalo would get in with the last wild card spot, but that's not good enough for the MeatMan. My first play for the program today. Put me down for the Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs at home plus the 1 point on Saturday against the Los Angeles Chargers. All right, we got to take a break. Got to take a quick commercial break. Don't forget, every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., right here at 9, 10 a.m., WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge, we do a program called Sports Line. We pick 4 or 5 games against the spread. Pro football, college football. So far, so good on the season. 13 games over 500. Not too bad. Not too bad. $100 players up. Oh, I don't know. A little bit over $1,000 bucks. A little bit over $1,000. Could be a little bit better. Could be a lot worse. I can tell you right now. But the bottom line is we made it almost to Christmas, and we still got action. We're still in the game. We still got money in the bankroll. And we're going to see if we can keep it going. Don't forget, we YouTube the show. We'll record it every week. I put it up on my Facebook page. You can watch it on YouTube, the whole thing, a couple hours after the show. So even if you missed the live broadcast, you can always watch Sports Line Radio online at your convenience. Don't touch that dial, Cap. We still got 40 minutes of this program still to come. And we're doing it all right here on 9, 10 a.m. WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. I feel like I've been off for about 10 years. I don't know. I feel totally out of sync. It's funny. So who works at football game tomorrow? That's the TV crew? Didn't Christ say he was calling some football game tomorrow? Gotcha. All right. And welcome back to Sports Line Radio. I'm the MeatMan, Dave Scandaliato. I'm broadcasting live like I do every Friday, unless we get snowed out, right here on 910 AM WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge, every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. We get together right here on the radio, and we try to get into that no good, filthy bookie's wallet. That's what we try to do, Cap. That's the plan. We try to get into that no good SOB's wallet, and man, he's just no good, man. Yeah, he's got a nice car, beautiful wife, kids go to the best school, house, 4, 5, 6,000 square feet. He's still a no good piece of you know what? I love taking his money, though. I love his money. His money looks the same as mine, man. And it just looks so much better in my pocket. All right, my second play for the program here today. I think 16 points is just too much for the Saints. Against the JTS Jets. This is what one of these what you call the sandwich games. You got this game with the Jets at home, and you're a 16-point favorite, and it's sandwiched in between two games with your arch rival, your nemesis, the Atlanta Falcons, division rival. And in the middle of this, you got to play this Jets team that, they're not that good. 5-8 straight up. 1-5 on the road. They're not bad at home. I mean, the Jets at home, they're 4-3 straight up. They played some decent football. I mean, let's just call it like it is. When they play at home, they're not that bad. But when they go on the road, they're not too good. When they go on the road, they're not too good. But, man, I tell you, as a lifelong Saints fan and a lifelong New Orleanian, you'll never get ahead in life laying 16 points with the New Orleans Saints. I mean, you got to remember, they only beat the Chicago Bears by 8 at home. They had to come from way back in the fourth quarter to beat the Washington Redskins by 3 points. So it's not like the Hoot-Hatters, the Bless You Boys, the Black and Gold, the Cha-Chings are going out there and just beating the crap out of everybody. They're not. They're not. I mean, they got the one game against Tampa Bay that they won 30-10. You got the one game in Miami, London, when they played Miami, and they won that one 20-0. But I don't know. I mean, 16 points. I mean, that's a lot of points. If you take the last 4 games that the Saints were favored in, it don't equal 16 points altogether. So, man, that's a lot of points, man. And look, I just think you got to take them. I think you got to take them. Saints have to be up in the 20s. They have to be up by 20-something points before you can start breathing easy. Even if the Saints are up 24 points and the Jets have the ball and score, they're going to go for 2 to try to knock it down to 16 to make it a 2-score game. Man, I tell you, I personally think that 16 is too much. I mean, the Saints need this game like a guy in the hospital needs blood. Make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, the Saints cannot afford to lose this game. Like, for example, last week on Monday night, I had the Miami Dolphins plus the points. As bad as of a pick as I made last night with the Indianapolis Colts, even though it wasn't a bad pick when Trevor Siemian was in there, the quarterback for Denver, I made a real good pick with the Dolphins. On Monday, the home team has won 10 out of 11 games in that series. So the home team always plays tough. The home team always plays tough. So you got to take that into consideration. And I just think here the Saints need the game where New England, they didn't need the game on Monday night because they play Pittsburgh this week. If Pittsburgh wins, they actually wrap up, I think, the AFC and the home field because they got a 1-game lead on New England right now. Then they'd have a 2-game lead on the Patriots plus a tiebreaker. We're going to talk about that game in just a minute. So unlike the Monday night game, where New England really didn't need that one, the Saints do need this one because they're also fighting with the Carolina Panthers. And the last thing you want to do is look ahead to your game with the Atlanta Falcons, screw up against the New York Jets, and then have the Carolina Panthers win their game. Next thing you know, they're 10-4. And you were looking ahead to the wrong thing. I mean, the Saints are going to win this game on Sunday. There's no doubt about it. The Hoodatters, the Bless You Boys, the Black and Gold, the Chings, they're definitely going to win it. There's no doubt about it. They're definitely going to win the football game. But I think 16 points is just a tad bit too much. And for the second play here on the program, I'll take the New York Jets plus the 16 on the road against the New Orleans Saints. This game opened the Saints minus 15. The game opened the Saints minus 15 and the total 47. Bookmakers actually got it at 15.5 and 47.5. So a half a point movement on the side and a half a point movement on the total. But they got a lot of 16s out there. And if there's one thing everybody should have learned this football season is, man, look, anytime you can get that extra half a point, go ahead and get it. Don't ever lose a game by half a point. Either buy the half a point, put it on a flat number, or make sure you have multiple betting accounts that allow you to shop around Because an extra half a point here and an extra half a point there. And I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. All right, my next pick is going to be in that New England Patriots Pittsburgh Steelers game. Game 325, 326. The Patriots are a 3-point road favorite over the Pittsburgh Steelers with the total at 54. The line opened 3. It stayed at 3, so we have no movement there. No movement on the point spread. And the line opened 53 on the total. It's going up to 54. Man, I tell you, I could think of a million reasons to bet both teams. New England off a loss is deadly. I mean, they are deadly off a loss. Tom Brady is deadly off a loss. Bill Belichick is deadly off a loss. There is no doubt about it. Those two guys print money off of a loss. There is no doubt about it. But there's two things going against New England on Sunday that I don't like. The first thing is New England's playing their third road game in 3 weeks. They're actually playing their 5th road game in 6 weeks. At Denver, at Oakland, at home against Miami, then at Buffalo, then at Miami again, playing them for the second time in 3 weeks, the first time being at home, and now going on the road to play the Pittsburgh Steelers on a short week. Since they had to play the Monday Night Football game. There's an old trend betting football. You always bet against a team making their 3rd consecutive road start. And that's what we got here. That's what we got here. The bonus is they're making their 5th road start in 6 weeks. I mean, you got to get tired after that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, that means you had a lot of home time during the first half of the season. But playing on the road 5 out of 6 weeks, 3 weeks in a row, that's got to be rough. Never bet on a team that's favored playing their 3rd road game in a row. Never. Never. Never, ever, 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 ever do you lay points with a team in the NFL making their 3rd straight road start. That's the first thing I like about Pittsburgh, is New England is making 3 straight road starts. The other reason I like the Steelers is the Patriots beat them last year in the AFC Championship game. This is a revenge situation here. The Patriots beat Pittsburgh 36-17 last year in the AFC Championship game. So the Steelers want revenge here. Pittsburgh wants revenge. The Steelers are looking for revenge on Sunday afternoon. So you got a team making 3 straight road starts in a row, coming off the short week with a loss on Monday Night Football, going up against a team that beat them last year in the AFC Championship game. New England won the AFC Championship game last year. I kind of like New England I kind of like Pittsburgh because of that. I like the revenge factor. I definitely like the revenge factor. I like the revenge factor. I like the fact that these two teams met in New England January 22nd, 2017. And now Pittsburgh's looking for revenge with home field advantage on the line throughout the whole AFC playoffs. I mean, that's pretty much what you got here. And Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken, they might even be able to take the last 2 weeks off. Pittsburgh might not have anything to play for a month. I mean, this game's big. This game's big. Pittsburgh has been on absolute fire. They've won 9 out of 10. They've won 8 in a row. They won at Kansas City, at Detroit. They beat Tennessee. They went at 2 Cincinnati won. They beat a red-hot Baltimore Ravens team fighting for the wild card in the playoffs. You know, the Patriots, they've been playing the Miami Dolphins 2 out of the last 3 weeks. The Buffalo Bills. They played the Denver Broncos. I'm not taking nothing away from the Patriots and Tom Brady, but, they ain't been playing nobody. They ain't been playing nothing but junk. I like Pittsburgh here. I like the revenge spot. I like the fact that they're getting points at home. I like the fact that New England's making their 3rd straight start in a row. I like all that stuff, man. I mean, you can't put a price on the Patriots playing 3 straight road games. They're playing 3 straight road games. They're playing their 5th road game in 6 weeks. Teams that play 3 straight road games never win. Looking for revenge against the Steelers. It's a short week. I mean, I could just go on and on and on and on and on. Well, I like the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's going to be the 3rd play for the radio show here. Put me down for the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Put me down for the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Plus the 3 points. At home. Against a tired team in the New England Patriots. The Steelers are looking for revenge. All they got to do is win the game outright. They don't have to cover the spread. They don't have to cover any points, nothing like that. All they got to do is win the game outright. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers at home plus the 3 points. All right, so we got Pittsburgh, the Steelers plus 3 points. We got the New York Jets, the JETS, Jets, plus 16 points. And then on Saturday, we're taking the Kansas City Chiefs in that special edition NFL football game at home plus the 1 point. All right, so we got 3 plays. I don't know how many more I'm going to give out in the final segment of the program, but do not touch that dial. We got to take one more commercial break here, Cap. The MeatMan's out of sync. I ain't going to lie to you, man. It's amazing that you missed 1 week. And, but that's all right. Long as the picks win. As long as Kansas City plus 1, the New York Jets plus the 16, the Pittsburgh Steelers plus the 3. As long as those 3 teams do well, it doesn't matter how the program sounds. Don't touch that dial, Cap. You are listening to Sportsline Radio with the MeatMan, Dave Scandaliato, coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're doing it all right here on 910 AM WBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. We're going to take the Boston Celtics, Utah Jazz game over the total. Yes, sir. I got to look because I'm doing my show. No, I get it. Hold on. Over 197. Yep, talk to you tomorrow. You want to call me on the... Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, why not? You want to call me on the cell? You're going to call me on the phone here? All right. This is a goofy show today. I feel out of sync. I don't know what it is. Can you hear me? All right. It's 225-928-4910, right? All right. All right. And welcome back to Sports Line Radio. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. I'm coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We don't take a lot of calls here on the program, but what the heck? 225-928-4910, 225-928-4910. And we'll go to the listener line, and we'll go to, is it Covington or Mandeville, Barry? Which one is it? Right next to the hospital, right? That's good. Well, that way it won't cost you much for the ride. I can help you, Barry. Picks got to win, man. It all comes down to winning. If you don't win, it doesn't matter how it sounds. I mean, the one thing that's kept the show going is that I'm doing all right. I mean, you gotta win, or nobody's gonna waste their time listening. All right, I'm going to hang up and I'll address your question. Thanks for the call. And we're going to start talking basketball soon, in about 2-3 weeks. As soon as all this football comes to a screeching halt, I'm going to have the opening line on the LSU college basketball game every Saturday, right here on the program. And no, we're going to talk a lot of college basketball here on the show. We believe we're going to do all right. We're going to talk a lot of basketball, but we got to get past this football thing. We got to get past all these bowl games coming up. Obviously, we got 5 bowl games on a Saturday. And, of course, they got a couple of games during the week. And then next Friday is when we're going to pretty much start talking about the bowl games. Obviously, we got a few bowl games, like I said, between now and the next time that we do the show. But the good bowls are coming up. Right now, you got the New Orleans Bowl Saturday, North Texas and Troy. You got the Cure Bowl with Georgia State and Western Kentucky. You got the Las Vegas Bowl with Oregon and Boise State. You got the New Mexico Bowl with Marshall and Colorado State, and you got the Camellia Bowl with Middle Tennessee State and Arkansas State. And man, those are some tough games to pick right there. Those are tough games to pick. I mean, it's hard enough to know anything about some of these schools, but you know, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. But we're gonna talk basketball real soon. Real soon. It's just not time. It's just not time to start talking basketball when you got 3 weeks left of the NFL regular season and you still got all the bowl games. I think there's way too many bowl games. I mean, the amount of bowl games that they have, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, let's just call it like it is. I mean, it's bottom line silly to have this many football games. I mean, it's silly. It's silly to have this many games. I mean, is anybody really going to watch Georgia State and Western Kentucky unless you got money on it? I mean, really? Really? They ain't nobody going to watch that. They ain't nobody going to watch North Texas and Troy. I mean, they just nobody going to watch that. Nobody's going to watch that. I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's nice, but I mean, you know, Troy, they were 10-2. They went into Tiger Stadium earlier this year and beat LSU. And they're playing in the New Orleans Bowl. I mean, you talk about, I mean, come on. You went from playing in front of 90, 100,000 people in Tiger Stadium against a ranked LSU team on a Saturday night. Now you're going to go play in an empty Superdome against North Texas. And the Mean Green, I mean, they're 9-4 on the season. Troy's 10-2. It'd probably be a little decent little football game. But, you know, that's all it is. That's all it is. Just a decent little football game. That's all it is. That's all it is. The bottom line is, I mean, you know, once again, if you weren't gambling on it, you didn't have any money on it, you probably wouldn't watch any of it. Probably wouldn't want to watch one play. I mean, I can't find a good reason to give out any of these teams on Saturday. They got 5 college bowl games on Saturday. And to be honest with you, I don't like any of them. I really don't. I don't like any of them. I mean, I just don't like any of them. Even the Las Vegas Bowl. They don't have anybody in town from Oregon. They don't have anybody in town from Boise State. I mean, you know, they might have a few people by the time it's all said and done. But I mean, you know, I mean, you know, it's a bowl game that, you know, Boise State's 25th in the country at 10-3. They're playing a 7-5 Oregon team. It's just hard to get excited about that. It's hard to get excited about that. The bottom line is it's hard to get excited. It really is. It's just hard. It's hard to get excited about that. All right, I'm going to give you one more pick here for the program. Let's go to the Sunday night football game. We'll go to the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Game 329, 330. Dallas right now is a 3-point favorite with the total 44.5. The game opened Pickett and 45. So we got a 3-point movement on the side. And we got a 0.5 point movement on the total. I mean, Oakland is in a pretty good spot here. Now, Oakland played Kansas City last week and lost in a game that would have had them in first place. in the AFC West, and then the Chiefs would have played San Diego this week, or Los Angeles, the Chargers. It's going to take me about 3 or 4 years to stop saying San Diego, just like it's going to take everybody else. I'm not embarrassed by it. Oh, the MeatMan called them San Diego. I know, I'll be calling them San Diego for a long time. They were the San Diego Chargers my whole life. I grew up watching Dan Fouts throw the ball on every down. The afternoon game. So they're not in San Diego anymore, they're Los Angeles. It'll take a while. I'll figure it out. But Oakland lost last week. But with Kansas City and the Los Angeles Chargers playing each other this week, that means one of them's going to lose. One of them's going to lose. So they're both 7-6. One of them's going to lose. And that means Oakland with the win on Sunday night means they're just one game back again. The problem with the San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers, Kansas City game is somebody's going to win it. So it puts Oakland in a spot where they got to win on Sunday night no matter what. Because the two teams in front of them, one's going to lose, one's going to win. And you got to keep pace with the one that's going to win. Now, obviously, the Dallas Cowboys, they're playing all right. They've won 2 games in a row. They've scored 38 and 30 points their last 2 games after scoring 6, 9, and 7. 6, 9, and 7. So after only scoring 22 points in 3 games, all of which were losses, all of which were the decent teams, by the way, at the Atlanta Falcons, at home against the Philadelphia Eagles, at home against the Los Angeles Chargers. They've now won 2 games in a row against the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. So I kind of put the Oakland Raiders somewhere in the middle of those 5 teams. I don't think the Raiders are any better than the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Falcons. But I do think they're better than the Giants and the Redskins. Now, before that loss to Kansas City, Oakland had won 3 out of 4. And that's how they got back into the race, by winning 3 out of 4. I don't know, man. I just think Oakland, I think the wrong team's favored. I think the wrong team's favored. I mean, look, when I made my lines, when I made my numbers, I had the Oakland Raiders as a 3-point favorite against the Dallas Cowboys. So I either got to trust my numbers or I don't trust them, and I'm going to go ahead and trust them here. We got a light card for the show this week, but the 4th pick for the program will be the Sunday night football game. I'll take Oakland, the Raiders, soon to be the Las Vegas Raiders, at home, plus the 3 points. All right, so there you go, man. I got 1 game on Saturday. I got the Kansas City Chiefs plus 1 at home against the Los Angeles Chargers. We're going to take the New York Jets, the Jets, plus the 16 points on the road on Sunday against the New Orleans Saints in that sandwich game. Playing Atlanta 2 out of the last 3 weeks. The Falcons are arch rival in the middle. You got to lay 16 with the Jets. To the Jets, I'll take the Jets and the 16 points. I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers plus the 3 in a revenge spot from the AFC Championship game last year against the New England Patriots. I'm also betting against the Patriots having to play 3 road games in a row. The 3rd one coming off a short week, a loss to the Miami Dolphins. They played a On the road 5 out of the last 6 weeks. Going to a Pittsburgh team that's red hot. And in the final pick, I'll take the Oakland Raiders at home, plus the 3 Sunday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys. A must-win situation for the Oakland Raiders because somebody's going to win the Los Angeles Chargers-Kansas City Chiefs game. Somebody's going to lose it. So Oakland's got a chance to just be 1 game back. If they lose on Sunday night, they're 2 games back of either the Chargers or the Chiefs with 2 games to go, and Oakland's season's pretty much done. So the Raiders in a must-win situation on Sunday night. I'll take them at home, plus the 3 points. All right, man, there you go. 4 plays on the call. I might put some extra plays up on my Facebook page, so if you want to become friends with the MeatMan on Facebook, send a request. Dave Scandaliato, DaveScandaliato. Don't forget, you can always watch the rebroadcast of this program on YouTube about 4 hours after the show is complete. I'll have it uploaded online for everybody to watch. I'll also have it up on the Facebook page. As always, I want to thank my man Don back in the studio. I hadn't seen Don in 2 weeks, man. Good to see Don back there. Thank my man TK for, as always, getting me the spot here. My man Alan, the owner of Pelican Sports TV, Pelican Sports Radio, for putting the MeatMan in the game. Don't forget to bet with your head and not over it. Money management is the key to turning a profit. Betting sports. As always, my name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. Unless we get snowed out, I'll see you in 167 hours right here on Sportsline. All right, thank you, sir. I'll see y'all next week. I'll be listening. Unfortunately. See you later. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Sportsline Radio. Don't forget, you want to get in touch with the MeatMan? Give me a call. My personal iPhone, or my own personal toll-free number that I'm literally going to have till the day I die. I carry around with me everywhere I go. 1-833-MeatMan. 1-833-MEATMAN. That's how you talk with me, Dave Scandaliato. 1-833-MEATMAN. You can always send me an email. Dave at meatandpotatoes.com. DAVE@MEATAND. POTATOES.com. Dave at meatandpotatoes.com. You can always contact me at Dave at payafteryouwin.com. DAVE at PAYAFTERYOUWIN.com. Dave at payafteryouwin.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss an episode of Sportsline Radio or any of my video picks that I give out during the week. And don't forget, let's become friends on Facebook. Dave Scandaliato, DAVESCANDALIATO. Send me that friend request, and we'll get hooked up and get on Facebook. So every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., Sportsline Radio with the MeatMan, Dave Scandaliato, live in Las Vegas, Nevada, 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. You can listen live at PelicanSportsTV.com, PelicanSportsTV.com, or you can always download the Pelican Sports TV app on your phone. It's the 9:10 a.m. WUBR app. Just go to your iTunes store, your app store, wherever you got to go, 9:10 a.m. WUBR app. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Sportsline Radio. Thanks to everybody who listened live to watch the rebroadcast. I'll see you in 167 hours right here on Sportsline.